Ah, you are here. Welcome, welcome. I have been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. First, this game uses autosave. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place. If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here, you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there is a voice you prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0. I suggest you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before going on. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. There is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please, tell me what I may call you. You can call me Des. Alright y'all, it's time for spooky games, so we're starting with PARANORMASIGHT, The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. This is a visual novel where you can make choices in the game, and I think there are several endings, so let's see how this all turns out. I'm pretty excited, especially because I love spooky games. So let's see. We're gonna give my name, obviously, Des. I see. No. Oh my god. Oh Lord. It's one of those. It's one of those. Oh, how rude of me. Pardon my mistake. I was sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try again. You wish to be called Des. I see. Very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time. Alright, now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolve, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain, ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similarly, an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born, from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Des, this may seem rather abrupt, but is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? Actually, yes. What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time and one time only, what would you do, Des? Ooh, that's heavy. See, I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice myself. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice someone. I'd use it if it came at no cost. I wouldn't want it. Let someone else have it. That's tough. Wow, I've got to pick one though. Let's see. You know what? I wouldn't want it. Let someone else have it. Does he not like my answer? No. I see. Very interesting. Yes, yes, that is what I thought you would say. What seems to be the matter? I feel like you're judging me. Ah, you want to know what this box has been sitting here is? No, I want you to... I don't know. Reassure me? It is quite the curious thing, isn't it? This is called a color television. The world I will be sending you is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from. In this era, color television can be found in nearly every household. That is not all. For example, if a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? I'd be thrilled to have you continue this story, Des. After all, that is why you came here, no? So let us begin. I have kept you waiting long enough. You know, so let me move my person. No. Let me move over here. So is this... Am I supposed to think that I'm before the time of color television and phone booths? Or that I'm now where there are no phone booths? And I mean, there are color televisions, but they're not called that. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. I've kept you all waiting long enough too. I present to you PARANORMASIGHT, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their life as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce, a man named Shogo Okie, is one of them. Sex, male, occupation, office worker. An unremarkable young man entering his 3rd year of working in the planning department at Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida. Born in Western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color TV. He grew up amidst the boom of special effects-heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. He graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset, common among those of his generation, With no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him, he is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance, and it is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby and is currently looking for a girlfriend. Oh, you've gone for this guy. Storyteller guides those who visit PARANORMASIGHT. Everything else about him is a mystery. Oh, I wonder what it could be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body as Shogo Okie, a 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Storyteller, sir. Okay, that was really loud. That was a good start. That was a good start all right there. Love it. Oh, please excuse me. Pay no mind to what you have just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let us turn back time back a smidge and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. I don't know. That was a lot of something, but I'll go ahead and disregard. Shogo? Shogo, are you all right? Hey, can you hear me? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo Okie. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You gave me quite the shock. Come on now, up with you, up. Okay, and... there. How's that? All right? Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's still a little fuzzy. Office worker, Shogo Okie. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit to see if you can walk all right. When the game is in your control, drag the screen or move the right stick to look around. Try looking around your surroundings now. Okay. Looks like we're in a park. No one's around. Oh, the phone booth. And... oh my... Girl! Girl! Killing me. Oy. Good, good. You seem fine. What a relief. Do you remember anything? Like where we are or what we were doing? I'm gonna guess we're doing the Rite of Resurrection. Huh. Wait a second. When did I tell you about that? I mean, I guess I must have, seeing as you know that name, but weird. Anyway, you still seem a little out of it. Why don't you look around a bit more? Look around and select things you want to investigate. You can converse with people by selecting their faces. Yoko Fukunaga. That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. If I think harder, I can probably recall a little more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. Oh. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Oh, then she's your type, Shogo. Paranormal fanatic, Yoko Fukunaga. Housekeeper? After obtaining a junior college degree, Yoko started working as a housekeeper. Due to her ability to see things others cannot, she has received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred an interest in the paranormal, which she continues to pursue to this day. Following graduation, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural, and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. As she vowed to live life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, Yoko has no regrets about the path she has taken. Yoko has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo, who has been by her side since she was a student. Oh, she's a dog lover. Love her. Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the Rite of Resurrection, everything would be over before it started. What? Where are we? Oh, right. This is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're at Kinshibori Park near Kinshicho Station. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody else around. More files. Okay, Sumida City, one of the 23 districts of Tokyo, located in the eastern part of the city. It is surrounded by the Sumida, Arakawa, and Kunaka rivers. At the start of the Showa era, this area was still divided into two districts, the southern Honjo and northern Mukojima, but they were merged into one district after the Second World War. It is said to be named after the Sumida River and the banks that line it. Unlike the river, however, its name uses the character for ink rather than that for corner. Even now, people still frequently mix up the two. Despite suffering extensive damage from both the Great Kanto earthquake and air bombings during the war, Sumida managed to recover and come out on top every time. Once filled with samurai residences, it is now home to a thriving industrial district and many residential zones, though evidence of its previous character can still be found all over the area. Major landmarks and tourist attractions are Echo Temple, former Yasuda Gardens, site of Kira Kuzukenosuke's residence, Honjo Matsuzakacho Park, Sumida Park, Tokyo Metropolitan Memorial Hall, Mukojima Hyakaien Gardens. Okay. And this is the park. Yeah, that's the park we're in. Open 1950. Conveniently close to Kinchicho Station and surrounded on all sides by roads, this paved park is a popular spot for people to meet or relax. Kinshibori Park was named after the Kinshibori Canal, part of the South Warigasui Canal, which could once be found nearby. In fact, the area's name, Kinshicho, was also derived from the canal. That's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. Looks pretty ordinary to me. Is she gonna jump scare me again? The telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. Are you telling me about telephone booths now? Let's see. A small booth containing a public telephone, most often found in parks or along roads. Local telephone calls can be placed at a rate of 10 yen per 3 minutes. More recently, telephone booths capable of accepting prepaid card, known as a telephone card, have begun to spread, enabling one to make a phone call without the need for small change. The telephone booths in the downtown area tend to be plastered with unauthorized advertisements and leaflets, a problem that has shown no signs of slowing down. Oh, hey, there's something else. You can look around, fast forward. Oh. Oh, look, it's saying best of luck to me. How nice. Let me think. What can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running some errands in Kinshicho and was here taking a quick break. I was just looking around absent-mindedly. All the people. When I noticed this girl loitering about. She was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me before long, and I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something? Oh, sorry. I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help. But, are you really just a good Samaritan? Or are you after, something else? Huh? He's definitely looking for the other thing. You're funny. Hey, at least you're upfront about it. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've gotten yourself into. No worries. What are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Not exactly. I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, this was the location of the Whispering Canal. The what? Now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The 7 Mysteries of Honjo? Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities, The north part was Mukojima and the south part was Honjo. Huh. Am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything. I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Well, the Seven Mysteries of Honjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? It's that old? That's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But the Seven Mysteries of Honjo are different because they're all true. They're true? That's what I said. They're the real deal. So hold on, what does that mean? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yep, pretty much. But there's gotta be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a thing. That was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. Oh, here's the map. How cool. A location in the southern part of modern Sumida City. It consisted mostly of swamplands until the middle of the Edo period. While it wasn't originally considered part of the city of Edo itself, the area on the eastern side of the Sumida River began to be developed once the Ryogoku Bridge was built after the Great Fire of Meireki. While Honjo is known for its large number of rivers and canals, many of these were dug during the area's urbanization for drainage and sewage. The Ryogoku Bridge area, home to the Echo Temple, eventually became filled with both people and shops. After a magistrate was assigned to the area and shops continued to pop up, it soon became part of Edo proper as its reputation as a lively place spread. Honjo, along with other areas like Asakusa and Fukukawa, are still appreciated today for their old-fashioned feel and architecture. Oh yeah, I was talking about the occult craze. Paranormal phenomena, the supernatural, aliens, cryptid, lost civilizations, ESP, the list goes on. Such unexplainable phenomena are quick to take on a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in Loch Ness, sightings of mythical creatures like the Tsuchinoko or the Higabon, the urban legend of the Kuchisake Onna, television reports of spoon-bending psychics, documentaries which feature mediums and spirit photography. These are only a few examples of stories that have captivated the public. There is no end to this obsession in sight, with magazines on paranormal phenomenon enjoying widespread publication. Most recently, rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain circles. The Whispering Canal. So this is what she's talking about. Oh, hey, cool. A picture. Kunitaro Utagawa. I wonder if these are real or if this is for the game. Anyway, an enduring superstition. Formerly known as Kinshibori, many fishermen once gathered on this section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As their days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal, whispering, "Leave it behind, leave it behind." Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal, never to return. This strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began calling this body of water the Whispering Canal. Now, the Seven Mysteries. Honjo became known as a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of these stories have survived to this day and become known as the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. While many of these were likely the result of people blaming things they didn't understand on spirits or monsters, the stories continued to be told as urban legends. Despite what the name would imply, there are actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Their roots likely come from stories told by the city's common folk. The most famous of the stories is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known Rakugo story. So, oh hey, there's lots of mysteries. So here are the 7, the most famous: the Whispering Canal, the Fool's Procession, the Beckoning Light, the Haunting Clappers, the Evergreen Beach, the Taiko of Tsugaru, the Foot-Washing Mansion, One-Sided Reed, and the Ever-Burning Lantern. We exchanged contact information, and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. Oh, he's talking about his meeting still. But she never brought up the 7 mysteries of Honjo again. I figure she'd gotten bored of it. Until tonight. Oh wait, until today. When all of a sudden, she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second. Where did Yoko go? Yoko. There she is. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. No animal needs that much petting. That's right. She asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I can't remember all too well. I should check my files. Files! Let's see what we got here. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence in Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. So that's interesting. A daimyo's residence is now a high school. That's crazy to think about. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Warigesui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. This story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it all. Look, there they are, the Tanuki! How cool. Alright, the Beckoning Light. While walking along the road near Hoonji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern up ahead, despite there being no one around. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near. But just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it is a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. Eek! Haunting clappers! As the evening bell rings in Iriecho, present-day Shumoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight, the sound of another set of clappers answered back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of this second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it is the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. The tanukis are getting blamed for everything. The Evergreen Beach. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the beach residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beech. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This has led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. Okay. The Taiko of Tsugaru. There was once a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Tsugaru who built a residence in Midoricho on a large piece of land. On this estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in an event of a fire. Oh, there it is. While most towers used wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason this residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and its special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townfolk. Alright. Foot Washing Mansion. This is a story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern-day South Warigesui Street in Kamezawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot, drenched in blood, smashed through the ceiling. "Wash!" it commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. A man who had been visited by the foot every single night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. That's wild. But she looks like she's happy. Okay, the one-sided reed. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomezu, who fell for a woman named Okoma. Tomezu persistently chased after Okoma, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances every time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomezu brought a dagger to the canal near Ryogoku Bridge and attacked Okoma. He cut off an arm and a leg off one side of her body, then threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along the canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. What the hell? Tomezu, fuck you. The ever-burning lantern. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South Warigesui. Soba. But there is something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found, yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. I'm just wondering if it serves soba. Because if it's got the lantern on, there's no soba, that's disappointing. According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, is around here somewhere. It's apparently the story that the expression "left at the canal" originally came from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check my files. I think you already checked. Yeah, you checked it already. Oh wait, she's coming back this way. Hey, what was that just now? Huh? Didn't you hear that? Now that you mention it, I did feel like I heard something I'm not too sure, though. That was creepy. But your special talent. You should have been able to hear it. Pay closer attention for me, okay? My special talent? What are you talking about? Huh? I mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. I mean, you can see me, right? She's a ghost. 1 a.m. It's gotten late. Really late, actually. It's already past 1 a.m. There's a chill in the air, but I guess that's normal for this time of year. Or so I keep telling myself. Are you gonna say other things about things? Yeah, why is it? Okay. I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about spirits and the paranormal at this time of night. Either she's got guts or she's just used to it. Unless... No, it can't be. She's a ghost. Wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. It kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course that was a joke, duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? But yeah. I meant what I said about your spirit sense being strong. I bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp. Seriously. A gimlet. That's basically just vodka, lime juice, and simple syrup. That's the real reason I asked you to help me with the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Okay, let me just clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure. I could handle a solid Moscow Mule. Kind of confused, but a Moscow Mule is also tasty. That's vodka, ginger beer, and lime juice. Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, huh? Well, that's no matter. But you have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you could see but could never understand. You can't be serious. I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do, but you can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful. So, even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt they exist? That's right. The spirit world is all about the mind and the soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. But sometimes people get caught up in the moment, thinking they might see something, and then they really do, because they believe they would. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking. You'll never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to take down some shots. I'm still not sure I get the drinking thing. You know, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth. Sheesh. And if you can believe that, there might be hope for you yet. You can't be serious. Totally unrelated, but do you actually drink? Real alcohol, I mean? Whoa, talk about whiplash. I didn't expect you to start making small talk. Well, Our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up. Oh, I see. If you really want to know, I like to think I can handle a few drinks. But to tell the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow Mule. Really now? I just thought it sounded cool. I would like to try it though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime then? Oh, are you asking me out? Ah, so you were after something else. No, that's not what I meant. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. But only if we find one of the 7 mysteries. All right then, let's get to work. I just remembered, I actually did some research on the 7 mysteries of Honjo at the library. You did? What did you find? Well, I discovered a few interesting things. Oh, tell me everything. Although they're called 7 mysteries, the literature lists 9 of them. Oh, I'm surprised you picked up on that. Nice researching. Some people think there could be up to 15. That's the thing about these old folk tales. Stuff gets added to them over the years. That's more extra stories than main ones. Yeah, but the 7 mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 15. If you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more likely to be passed on if it's easy to remember. Huh, that's a good point. What about the 7 mysteries of Honjo caught your attention? So I read some of the stories and none of them were, well, scary. I thought these were supposed to be ghost stories. That's true. They're more like a collection of superstitions, really. But there are some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take place here, the Whispering Canal. People who fish in this canal would hear a voice call out saying, "Leave it." They had to abandon their catch or the canal would take it. Right. Is that what you're expecting to find here in this park? Not quite. We're talking about a folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of the telephone game, who knows if it's anything like their original story? So basically, you think the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from the one that we know? Exactly. I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? About what? People from around here have that expression, left at the canal, right? Meaning to abandon someone. This story is where it comes from. Except the story being told today is about fish. There's nothing in it about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that's true. So you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned? That's what I'm trying to find out. That was an interesting pause. Ah, gotcha. Oh, by the way, we were talking about the Rite of Resurrection. Ooh, your memory is as strong as your tolerance. I'm gonna start calling you Martini Man Shogo. Martinis. 2 ounces of vodka. You also want to put vermouth on your glass if you're into that. I really don't care for it. And a splash of olive juice if you like it dirty, but if you like it clean, none at all. I'm really climbing up the drinks menu, huh? So you know about it, huh? The Rite of Resurrection? A magazine read a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it. Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it. Still, I don't know. It seems a little too far-fetched to be true. So, the Rite of Resurrection. It's the forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life, concocted by a famous onmyoji from an ancient age. Rumor has it, an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from a presentation given by local historian Hideki Araishi at an academic conference. You sure know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge occult fan. I kinda got that. Oh. But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, then it must have some basis in fact. I don't know why I added then, but Exactly! That's why I believe the Rite of Resurrection is real. Now I'm starting to believe it too. Good. The pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. Hold on, I need to take a drink. I got that from Professor Araishi himself. As indicated by its name, this manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by a once famous onmyoji. Local researcher Hideki Araishi recently discovered the old manuscript and gave a presentation on it at an academic conference, sending ripples through the field of occult studies. Wait, hang on. I've got another question. You mentioned the Rite of Resurrection. Are you looking for that too? Does it have something to do with the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Ooh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Well, I started off searching for the Rite of Resurrection. But along the way, I realized that I needed to investigate the 7 mysteries of Honjo first. I see. So then, what's that got to do with the 7 mysteries? So the connection between this rite and the 7 mysteries, putting together everything we've talked about. My guess is that the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the Rite of Resurrection. And that's why you're here searching for one of them. Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10. You're proving to be quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is all just hearsay, but some say that what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the Rite of Resurrection itself. Huh? Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the Rite of Resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right. It seems that an onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned with all the details on how to use the rite, apparently it was written in the Edo period. Oh right, I never told you its name. The manuscript is called The Record of Fates. Whoa, what a name. And it speculates that the secret of the rite is hidden within the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So now the 7 mysteries are the hot new trend. Among who? You know, this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on, remember what I said about the pursuit of the unknown? Starts with belief, right? An old manuscript from the Edo period written by the sorcerer who received the rites of resurrection. It is viewed as a priceless and authentic document due to its detailed account on how to perform the ritual. If you're looking for a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what? Forget it. It just came to mind, so I thought I'd ask. I didn't mean to pry. Sorry. No, it's fine. I figured I need to tell you at some point. It's Ogo Pogo, her dog. Ogo Pogo? Yeah, I want to bring Ogo Pogo back to life. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogo Pogo died? Oh, right. Ogo Pogo was my dog. I had him for 8 years. Ah, okay, your dog. Gotcha. You spent a lot of time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the rite even works on dogs. But as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know what? All that led me to meeting you. So at least something good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko, I'll do everything I can to help you. Hey, I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then, yeah? Whoa. Oh, that startled me. Is he okay? What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. I think? What was that just now? Oh my god. Are you okay? Yoko, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. No, no. Is there something behind me? Oh god. What is it? What? Yoko. Why? Why? I can't scream. It's like late at night over here. Wake up my parents. Just imagine the most horrible, blood-curdling scream. Yoko! Yoko! It's no use. She's in no condition to talk. What is it? I don't see anything, Yoko. Is it me? I feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me? Oh, shit. Push? I don't get this. What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko. Oh. Oh my god. Yoko. Huh? What the? What is... something's... What is it? Why is this happening? Oh, good lord. And you know what? This is a good place to stop. Cliffhanger. Yoko, there's something wrong? She's twitching? Maybe she's alive. Or maybe she's not. But we'll find out next time on PARANORMASIGHT, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Don't look at him. Don't look. But this is pretty darn good, I've got to say. I'm intrigued. I need to find out what's going on. Also, I need to find out if she's alive. Did he kill her? And he's having just some kind of mental break. Like, and I was like, what do I see? Where do I look? What do I do? Yeah, the parts that got me were definitely when you were looking around, and then like this was a really, really well made to where it had a really nice scare when you were looking around, and then Yoko just suddenly comes to the frame and she's right there. That was really spooky. They're gonna do that a lot, I hope. So yes, thank you all so much for joining, and come back next time and we'll see what's going on. Bye.